What's up, Totally Inspired community? Welcome to another episode of Totally Inspired with me, your girl Sibo DUBE. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and give me a huge thumbs up. Remember to also like, comment, and share. Well, I'm sure you can see from today's topic, we are going to talk about the important questions to ask before getting married. So if you are looking to commit to somebody and live the rest of your life with them, there are very important questions that you need to tackle. And today we are going to be discussing those questions. Number one, ladies, it is important to know how a man conducts his finances. There is nothing as disheartening as going into a relationship and then finding out that you have actually partnered with somebody that's going to be a financial liability or someone that is not good with handling their finances. Worse case scenario, you get into a relationship and you get married to somebody that has a lot of debt. So it's important to check what financial obligations he is bringing into the relationship, because once you become one, this will start to impact you. It will start to impact your finances as a household, and you can't run away from it because it also becomes your burden. So get that out of the way. Amongst the top items that lead to divorce, money is one of them. So it's important that before you commit to that relationship, you understand the extent and the level to which this person is indebted and the way that they conduct themselves around finances. Not all of us can be gifted in handling finances. However, it's important to realize that between the two of you, who is stronger at handling finances, and then that is where the power of partnerships come in. If you are the one that's better at handling finances, then you're better off being the person that is handling the budgeting and also ensuring that you've got savings in the union. I will not go into the details of being married in or out of community of property. That's a whole discussion on its own. But just to touch on it, there are certain implications that come with being married in community of property. It means that anything that you have and own in the union is actually intertwined and interrelated. So if he's indebted or there are certain red flags around his finances, it will impact you both as a union because you are regarded to be as one. However, if you're married out of community of property, then your debts are treated separately. That's just the long and short of that. Point number 2. A lot of women sometimes get into the relationship not knowing what other obligations this man has in terms of family. It's important that you find out if indeed he's never been married before or has never had children either in a marriage or out of wedlock. There's nothing as frustrating as finding out things when you're already in the relationship. When a man already has other children from previous relationships, there are dynamics that you need to deal with. And it's important that both you and him are transparent about that aspect of your past because it plays an important role in the future of your marriage. So you as the lady, as well as the man, just be transparent to one another about that element. Are there any children that you've had before? And a lot of times you find that once you're inside the marriage, it becomes complicated, and finding out things when you're already in there can actually be disheartening and frustrating, especially when it comes to issues of baby mama drama, because that comes with a package. So it's important, ladies, that you establish whether he's had children from previous relationships. I mean, with men, sometimes they will tell you, not that I know of, because they assume that maybe there could be someone out there who's got a child, who is theirs, and then they emerge in the future. However, that's no excuse. One knows how they've been conducting their lives previously before they got married. Surely we would like to believe that they've been taking good care of themselves. If not, then they should actually make checks with whoever they were involved with before they met with you and before you actually get into a serious relationship and get married, because you also want to know those things because they'll impact your future as a couple. Point number 3 is health issues. I will start with the all-important one. I think it's important for couples to declare their HIV status before they get married. That's one of the things that I think is very important because it will determine a lot of things related to the way in which a couple decides to be intimate. It is also important to declare other chronic illnesses so that the person that you're going to be spending the rest of your life with knows what ailments you have. Some of these ailments can actually cause you maybe to pass out, and they may not understand what is happening. It's important that you inform them, because in case of any emergency, they are aware on how to respond to whatever ailment you may have. And you also need to take them through some of the things and ways of responding to any emergencies that may arise as a result of your illness. So again, before you get married, when you plan to spend a life together with somebody, you declare your health status, declare your chronic illnesses and any other illness that they need to be aware of. This is helpful for both of you, so that when it comes to an issue where there's an emergency response, people are already aware of what's going on. Number 4, I think when you come into a marriage, it does not mean that your dreams will fade away. Another important point for you to find out is the level of support that he will give you. You have to make it clear what your dreams and your aspirations are, from a personal development point of view, from your career goals, and any other goals that you may have set yourself. Make them clear to him so that you're able to understand his buy-in and figure out if this would be the ideal partner who'll come in and complement your aspirations rather than complicate your life. So it's important, ladies, that before you get into a marriage, understand the level at which this man is willing to go to support you in whatever your dreams and your aspirations are. It's important that you find out from your partner what his dreams and aspirations are. That way you know what the focus of his own personal growth is, and you'll also be able to identify the areas in which you can support him. That way you are also going to manage your expectations. Say, for example, for argument's sake, this person wants to study. It means that they'll need to attend maybe evening classes or online classes, which means that it's time away from you. As somebody that is planning to get into a lifetime relationship with this person, you need to plan your time accordingly to know what you need to accommodate in terms of timetables for whatever personal development goals he's chasing. When people fall in love, we never think that people could potentially have criminal records, because they often come and sweep the ladies off their feet, and we never think that there is a chance that this person could have a criminal record. So ladies, it's important that before you take the serious step of getting into a marriage and making the decision to spend the rest of your life with someone, you find out if they have a criminal record. Can you imagine getting into a marriage only to find out that somebody needs to attend court cases? Before you know it, you find that you have a jail bed for a husband. Yes, these things do happen. So please do make sure that you find out from your partner, whoever it is that you're planning to marry or spend the rest of your life with, that you do find out if at all they have any criminal records or any pending cases that are yet to go into court. Believe me, these things do happen in life, and you don't want that happening to you. Being caught off guard over something as serious as a criminal record. Some of those criminal records could actually lead to somebody being behind bars for years or even for life. Another point to consider is understanding his faith, what his belief system is. There's nothing as disheartening as finding out in the middle of a marriage that you have totally two different belief systems. If you are a Christian, make sure that you understand his level of faith and how committed he is, so that you are able to understand what it means for you in the marriage. This is important because we live in a diverse society and people have different belief systems. When you have different belief systems within the same marriage, a lot of times that can be a point of conflict, which may cause friction within the marriage. And before you know it, the marriage will be crumbling because you have different belief systems. So it's important that you understand your faith and his faith and see what it means for you going forward as a married couple. These are the pertinent questions that I could think of at the top of my head. Do you have questions that you think people should ask before they get married? Please comment on this comment section down below and just tell us what you think could actually fit into the list of questions that we need to ask before we get married. I hope you found this video helpful. Please do share it with somebody that you think might need to hear this, and please do remember to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Until next time, do keep inspiring.